seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
To throw is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch, as that play good for 30 and a first.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers. Left side, Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't in a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
2nd and 10.
26. Rodgers now to throw. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Alan Lazard, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. That's to about the 28, second down coming up. You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now McCarthy. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Rodgers. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hey, check 26. Hey, 88. Look at that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down. And for Aaron Rodgers, that last throw, a big one. He goes over 60,000 passing yards for his great career, something only 8 others have done before. A very cool moment, and congratulations to him on what has been an exceptional career. They'll look to throw now on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. There he goes, left side. Breece Hall. He's to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall
77 yards. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Different story this time around. We have that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To the air with McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Now Rodgers.
connection made to Ruckert. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll give to Hall. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. That one goes for 8 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's McCarthy.
flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5. McCarthy off the play fake. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. On play action, now McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Sherfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But
they're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. That is caught and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
Now Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give running right is Hall. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third.
On the return is Powell. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover. Welcome back now here in London. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
There's a fake on the Jets sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
They'll go again with Hall. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down convert. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now McCarthy. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. Addison will go in motion left.
2nd and 2. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. McCarthy going to throw again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 35 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's Hall again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Jets are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On play action, McCarthy.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
So it's a win here for the Jets. And we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
So for the Jets, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.